Hi, welcome to today's session. I'll be showing you how to put a kite string onto a Indian fighter kite. Usually when kites are provided like this, they tend not to come with any string attached, therefore allowing the individual to choose their own string that they actually need. When it comes to the tools, you need a scissors, a toothpick, and then of course a string of your choosing. So let's get started. You hold the kite where you can see the cross T-bar. You use a toothpick to create a hole on both opposite ends of the kite, just to make sure the string can get through. And then you put your hand across to calculate where the second holes will go, which are at the bottom of the kite. So just turn it around to make sure the holes have come through. And then what we'll need to do is measure the amount of string that you need to cut. So I tend to use the width of the kite, then another 4 or 5 inches or so as a rough guide. So you snip that off. To give the kite more strength, you can always double the string on itself. That gives it more strength when you're flying it. Now to insert the string, where you've got the T-bar, put the cable across one side of the sticks to make sure it comes through the hole. Then take it through the opposite side, carefully putting it through the hole to ensure it holds the stick together. Then tie a knot so it's secure. I tend to do a double knot, which sort of helps and keeps it quite solid. Yeah, so we also check if there's any movement. We then do the same thing at the bottom 2 holes. We take it through one side and then out the other. Remember, the connection is always going to be on the opposite side of the sticks itself. We then again pull this out and make sure we tie the right level of knots. That's the first one. We then do a second knot for extra strength. We then hold the string up to make sure it's on secure. Again, we also turn it around to just make sure that the stick is in place and there's no movement and the knots are going through the stick itself. And then in order for the kite to fly, we need to make sure there's the right knot between the string which gets attached. So what we do, we hold the string in the middle. We then take one movement to the first hole and then a second movement to the bottom hole. What that does is it ensures that the knot is in the middle, so when it's flying the kite again, it's balanced. We then tie a knot at this precise position. Once we've tied the knot, we'll double check to make sure the distance is the same, i.e. from the top and then the bottom of the kite. You'll see there's a hoop at the top. That is where we will then tie the rest of the kite string. You can see it on the camera there. So we get our kite string, and that is where we would actually fasten it together so it allows the kite to fly. That's it really. Thank you so much for watching and happy flying.